All right, guys, welcome back. Traversal ENT in the building. So let's do it, guys. Look, let's talk about what LiAngelo Ball needs to do once he gets here at the London Lions, right? And how the London Lions is not a permanent move, but it's a temporary move to a step two. It's a three-step process for Jello to get to the NBA. Three-step process, guys. Let's talk about each step, right? Number one, come to the London Lions if that's the route he's going to take. It's not the only option, but if that's the route he's going to take, then come to the London Lions. But when you get here, Jello, you cannot just be another good player at the London Lions. If that is the case, that's not a good look. Jello has to be head and shoulders above his competition. He's got to be that guy so that the United Kingdom British Basketball League can rest on Jello, right? He can become the face of it. Meaning, he's got to get in there, shoot the lights out, average 30 plus points a game, yeah? He's got to get that on average. There's got to be games where he really turns up and he gets more than 40 plus points. I know that sounds crazy, but if you feed Jello the ball, unlike LaMelo, Jello is not a streaky shooter. Jello is a consistent 3-point shooter. Not streaky, consistent. It will take him 2 or 3 shots, but once he gets to the third shot, he finds his groove. He's not missing after that. You understand? That's LiAngelo Ball. There's not a game where Jello's not chucking in the threes. He's always chucking them threes in. Has he got range? Jello's got range just like Melo has. Jello's got crazy range. He is the best shooter of the brothers, guys. Make no mistake about it. Let's move on. So I just told you he needs to stack up his stat sheets, especially with his shots, for real, for real. Now, part two is, well, part one, dominate the London Lions, dominate the British Basketball League, right? Part two, once you dominate the London Lions, you help them in getting into the Euro League, right? Now, this was mentioned in DJ Raw Uncut Truth, his session. I think he calls it New Media Nation United. If you watch that, they did mention it there, and that's 100% true. He's got to help get the London Lions into the Euro League. Once he does that, he's got to destroy the competition he faces in Europe and abroad. Because, understand, when he played in Lavage, JBA, USA, he played against international teams and they dominated those teams at whatever level you want to grade the JBA level at. If he can do that with the London Lions and get into the Euro League and dominate here in the United Kingdom, dominate the European scene, LiAngelo Ball would have amassed for himself film on his recent play, which is what NBA scouts really want to see, is film on LiAngelo Ball recent play, right? That is what they call CV. Now, yes, Jello Ball's had CV since he's left UCLA, but the NBA scouts do not take those games into consideration. They don't take the JBAs, the Lithuania games under consideration. So the way they see it is dead footage. They want to see what he does going forward, especially now. So Jello, that's what you need to do. 100%. And now when you got guys like Curtis Hollis feeding him the ball, should Curtis Hollis come with him to the London Lions, as Curtis Hollis is saying he wants to, that's fantastic for LiAngelo. It just means going to be raining down shots even more, guys. I truly think you got Curtis, you got Jello in the same team. You're going to get some serious stats that game. Seriously. Yeah? That's great for Jello. Why is the combination of him dominating the London Lions, the British Basketball League, and Europe important? Because I believe that ultimately Jello's ticket to the NBA will be LaMelo Ball's star power. If LaMelo Ball keeps doing what he's doing, he will command enough importance, relevance, and enough star power to bring his brother across. Same way Giannis did, same way Steph Curry did, and there's others in the NBA who've done so too. LaMelo will command enough to bring his brother over that way. But a lot will rest on what have your brother been doing now that you're commanding him over. As he got footage, they're going to want to see. You can't be bringing them JBA stuff at that point. 3-4 years ago stuff at that point. You need to be bringing him recent footage, recent film. Bear in mind, Jello's in shape. Jello's slimmed down. Jello's become more athletic. He's improved his ups. He's improved his jump. I mean, his jump has always been good, but it's at a different level. When I see him training in the gyms and he's putting his shots in, he's looking fantastic. So let's see him do that, and let's see him be head and shoulders above competition when he comes to Europe. Should he come to Europe, guys, that is important and it's a must because it will enable part 3, which is LaMelo bringing him over through his star power. All right, that is what LiAngelo Ball needs to do, and I truly believe that is probably his only hope in getting to the NBA, unless he takes the NBL route and dominates the NBL completely. He becomes the face of that league over there, that it'll be impossible for scouts to ignore him. Remember, the scouts underestimated Melo prior to Melo arriving at the NBA, but then they saw the damage Melo's doing and how much he's so way ahead of the other rookies that they're thinking we underestimated this kid. LeVar was right about his younger son. Is LeVar potentially right about the middle son? What does LeVar say about the middle son? Every team he goes to, he outshines, he outperforms, he breaks records in terms of shots and scoring. Yeah, every team Gelo's gone to, he's dominated with scoring. The NBA will like that if Gelo can prove that in going forward. That's what they will need to see from Gelo, right? So let him do it. LiAngelo, I can't wait for you to come down here. Selfishly, I cannot wait for you to come down to London. I think it's selfishly a fantastic thing. It's literally a dream come true for me to see you down here, especially if Curtis Hollis comes down with you. And you got 2 of you lot down here, boy, that's must-see TV, right? I don't know who's putting fireworks today. I know it's Valentine's Day, but guys are getting excited outside. They got a date for the first time, literally popping fireworks left and right, interfering with my audio here. But let's not digress, yeah? That's what we're saying anyway. Guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, support the channel. Traversal ENT in the building, guys. Signing out.